All right, I'm officially recording. And so anyway, you guys, again, so excited for this connectivity and to hang out with you in the summer. But here's something I want to talk to you guys about. And it's been mentioned before, but we hear a lot of people say we slow down in the summer, and we do because we're busy and we're chasing after kiddos, or we're taking vacations, and that's okay. And we should absolutely do that. But there is this unique ability for us to be able to grow when other people aren't, because a lot of people are checked out. So if we're the ones plugged in, then we're going to be the ones that people see, and network marketing can grow extremely well during the summer months. And I'm seeing that, you guys. I cannot even start to tell you how many people are all of a sudden starting to pop in my inbox. I've been on calls nonstop the last 2 days because people are looking, right? People need this, and people are getting to that place where they're like, okay, either they're with another company and they realize they're misaligned, or maybe they haven't been with a company, but they're realizing that, you know what, things are tight and they're looking for options. And so what I've seen is that more than ever, I have been astounded with the amount of people who are actually checking out Bravely, who are looking for something new. And so I just want you guys to keep that in mind, is that, don't take your foot off the gas. I did a Power 30 last week, and you guys can find it in the team page. But the cool thing about this Power 30 is it shows you how really, I talked for 15 minutes of it. So really, you guys, it was a Power 15. And it just shows how you can work your business in 15 minutes of your day here and there, but be consistent. Show up, right? Show up consistently, even if it's only for 15 minutes. And spoiler alert, guess what? You can grow your business in 15 minutes a day. I'm actually going to be sharing this on Ricky's and Brittany's call next week, but we're going to talk about how you can actually do that. I think the biggest thing is that your network sees you're there, and they see you're still pumped up and excited about Bravely. You still have that opportunity, or maybe you're new and you need to share that opportunity, right? And you need to share, what you're so excited about, but don't completely check out and disappear, because right now there's a lot of eyes on what you're doing. And I've given this secret before. I'm going to give it again, you guys. If you're on Instagram, hashtag Bravenly. If you're on TikTok, hashtag Bravenly. And Bravenly Nation. Don't tell other teams about this, but hashtag it, because I have a lot of people who are looking at the Bravenly hashtags, looking for people to buy product from, and they're looking for people to join. Okay. And you know what? You don't have to be polished or perfect or anything like that. What you need to do is somehow connect with them and resonate with them. And if they're like, hey, I like that person, I have something in common with that person. That person I feel like is someone I can talk to. And we're going to be having somebody on here who's going to chat in just a minute, who is extremely well at creating a dynamic where people feel very comfortable with her and they can talk to her and they feel like they've built a relationship with her. So she's going to be a great one to get some tips from calling. Yes, I'm talking about you. Anyway, you guys, so I want to just make sure that you realize right now is a vital time to keep your foot on the gas. Family first always, but you know what, you guys, it's really important that you're consistent, that you're showing up. Super proud of you guys on the call tonight, because I know it's crazy busy, but oh my gosh, Barbie, I see you. I love you. I'm so excited to see your face, and it's dark. Hi, girl. Oh, she turned the light on for us. I'm like, I love you. So anyway, I've given my speech, you guys. Keep running, keep doing the thing. Make sure you're consistent, because man, they're out there big time. All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Lisa. I know Glenn and I both chatted with Lisa about herself and what an incredible rock star she is, and one of her teammates who has done big things, but I'm not going to spoil it. Lisa, I'm going to let you tell all the things, and I'll just mute and you can take it from here, friend.
I have somebody, Melissa's trying to get on the Zoom. She just messaged me. I don't know. But anyways, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about Bravenly in general, but I just wanted to share a little bit about Colleen. Colleen was on my chicken list. I did not know Colleen. I followed Colleen. She didn't sell anything. Not the only thing she did. She just loved and helped people. And when you saw Colleen, she came on like an instant. You just saw her go from a brand partner to executive director, but she was with me for a couple months and did absolutely nothing. And I couldn't say anything to her, and I didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't. But I'm excited, but this is why. And I knew this from watching her. She has integrity and it couldn't be compromised. And although she said yes quickly to the business, because she's business oriented. That's what she is. She's an entrepreneur. She loves to help people. She had to make sure it was not going to tarnish her integrity. And she had to make sure it was going to help people, because if she told somebody it was going to help them, it better help them, because that is most important to her, because money isn't important to her. Helping people is. And that's why I fell in love with her. Her platform, how I saw her is I met her during COVID. She had coffee talks and she got us, I don't know how many people were following her. She'll tell you. I would see a couple hundred people on there in the morning. She's on the East Coast where I'm from, and I was on the West Coast. I had just moved and I was away from my family, and COVID was really tough. And every morning she got on there and she spoke from the heart. We cried, we laughed, we shared, and we had meltdowns, and we grew and we did strong things. And it was because she took us through COVID. And I knew that someday I wanted to be connected to this lady, and I had no idea how I ever would be. But I knew I wanted to be connected because people cared about her. She cared about people, and it was vice versa. So anyways, I'll try to go quick, but as time went on, I joined Bravenly, and I wanted to ask her, but I saw her launch another product, and I was kicking myself for not asking her, because I watched her launch a product. I knew the product was wrong for her. I don't know why. I just felt connected, and I'm like, this is wrong, but I didn't say anything. I wished I had said something. As I saw that it was dying down, Glenn in his challenges had a challenge. And I said, what the heck? I'm going to ask this girl on a three-way. And she got on the three-way and she joined. And I'm so excited. And she helps people. And that's her platform, is helping people. It's not about sales. It's about helping people. And that's what I love. Helping people and integrity. She really means it. And I guess that's all I'm going to say. But I'm so excited that Glenn did that challenge. I'm so excited that I asked Colleen. I'm so excited that Colleen has helped so many people, and she's doing so well.
So before Colleen shares, Lisa, can you share what her accomplishments are? Because I know she's not going to brag on herself.
Her accomplishments are, I don't even know how many ambassadors she has. I think she has a bunch of she has like 7 brand partners, or maybe even more. She's an executive director. She got there quick. She just went boom, boom, boom. I think she got senior and executive director in 1 month. Her highest sales for last month were personal sales were $7,000. And that's amazing. And she's helping people. She's working, helping people. She's caring about them. You can see it. Once she starts talking, you all have met, and you will just see she's just a big heart, and that's what you see. But she can carry herself. She doesn't push people at all. It's what she can do for them. She is like, what can I do for you? And when she wanted to be executive director, and this girl went and got her sales, she did it. She can be a one-man show. There's so much more to her, and you will all see it as time goes on, but she is amazing.
Thank you for sharing that. So Colleen, I want you to get on and share, but are you guys excited to learn from Colleen? 7,000 in sales by loving other people. Teach me your ways. I think we all want to hear it. So I'm ready for it, friend.
Well, thank you, Lisa, for making me cry before I had to talk. Can you hear me? Because I'm on my laptop. Okay. Guys, I don't have any tricks. I have no tricks for you. Lisa says it, like, I have been searching and searching and searching for a company that fits me, where I truly stand by it and not like question it on this side and go, all right, this is kind of like a scam, I feel, and I'm kind of like not feeling, and I don't want to say it like that, because there were some that I've tried that I liked, and business things happened and whatever. And I really thought, I am never, and I know I've seen a lot of people say this as I watch. I was never getting back into direct selling. I'm never doing it again. My old boss got me into the company before this that Lisa was telling you about, and it was a disaster. It was a disaster. It brought me back my business that I had retired due to COVID, my fitness business. So I'm blessed. Things happen for a reason. I believe it. But Lisa approached me and I said, you need to leave me alone because these people aren't going to trust me. I just blew up. I in this past company, like 32 people, boom, bought into it. And now Lisa wants me to go talk about this brand new product I haven't really tried. And my problem with it was also, it wasn't just a product, it was so many different products that could help so many different ways. I really felt stuck. Like, how do I promote this? Do I talk about the gold? Do I talk about the Fab Five? Do I talk about the sleep? So I started to listen to people. I do my coffee talks, like Lisa says. I love to go live. I love social media. I talk too much. So now I started to listen. And somebody be like, oh my gosh, I can't get out of bed in the morning. I'm like, I have something for you. Or somebody would say, oh my gosh, my joints. And I would start, this is what I did, you guys. I probably did this the wrong way and I own it. But I first started by going, oh my gosh, let me give you 7 days of gold, but you have to promise me for 7 days, you're going to take this every stinking day. I can't promise you you're going to feel anything at all in those 7 days, but just do it for me. And I think I earned a whole bunch of respect from potential customers. And I'm not suggesting to go give away your product. Like I said, that was probably wrong, but it made me feel like they're going to trust me because I'm telling them, try this for me. Here, I'm giving this to you. Take it, run with it. And I started to get some really, really positive talk. And then I just didn't shut up. And that's the easiest thing, you guys. I've said it before, I've talked on these before, my story doesn't change. It gets stronger. It's right there in your heart. You have got to believe in what you are doing so much to the core. And you have got to believe in the thing that you are selling, whether it's yourself, whether it's positivity, whether it's fitness, whether it's weight loss products, whether it's bicycle shoes. I don't care what it is. You have got to believe, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to believe in you, first off. And I always say that if you don't love yourself, nobody can love you back. I found something and it's so strong. And the fact that it's Christian based, which is just a weird story in itself, was even like, I shouting at the rooftops. If you can't see, it was like, oh my gosh, he did it in his time. He didn't do it in Colleen's time. Colleen wanted this 10 years ago, but nope, she had to go through this, and this to find this. My personal struggle, you guys, right now is I went from such a high, and I'm going to be completely hashtag keeping it real here. I pushed so hard last month that I physically got exhausted. I'm at the beach with my family right now. I took a few days off. I'm not even active. I'm going to be honest. But boy, tomorrow when I get home, I'm going to be active and I'm going right again like I was. But I kind of went from the high to the, how the heck am I going to do this again? That was nope, nope, that's impossible. See, I can't do it. I started to doubt myself, and I need you guys to know that part, because I had to be quiet. And if you noticed, I still dabbled with a little post here and there, but my loudness got super quiet. And that's okay too. And I feel like that's a important part of that story, because I still have 20 days to get right back up to 7,000, and I'm going big, and I'm not being quiet, and I'm not going to let my naysayers, because they're getting in my head now that I'm getting big, the naysayers are coming out, the haters are coming out, and it kind of brought me down a little. But that's my biggest story. You just talk from the heart, you guys. Don't try to be like anybody else. Don't try to overthink it. Just run with it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And I love how real you are. And I've said it before, you guys, it is normal to go up and down in your business. It's not just going to do this. And so, Colleen, and it's okay to take a breath and it's okay to stand back. One of the reasons that the maintenance is lower than the actual rank is because it's normal to slide back a little, you guys, and we don't want to feel bad about that. Colleen, what stands out to me about you is the fact that you built a relationship by offering value to your network. People follow you and they trust you. Yeah, maybe, yeah, giving them some product was helpful, but that's not what did it, friend. What did it was the fact that you have poured love and energy and built community for years. And the thing is you guys, that's the lesson. That's one of the main reasons that I wanted her to share it, because I need you to take that away. She offered something value to her people, right? She expected nothing from them. She didn't expect a sale. She didn't expect anything. She just wanted them to have community. She wanted to love them. And what happened? She's built this huge group of followers who know and trust her. I bet you there's a lot of people who follow Colleen and she has no idea who they are, but they know who she is. And the way that you do that, you guys, is by putting yourself out there and giving value. Think about ways you can add value. Obviously, Colleen's is that she has this incredible energy that creates synergy. She brings people together. She builds community. Your gift might be you create very healthy recipes that you can share, and people will start to follow you because they love those recipes. Maybe you're funny. Maybe you can give tips. Maybe you inspire, right? There's so many different things that if you share that thing that is offering value, because people will follow you. And who do people follow? Who they know, like, and trust. Remember that. It's who they know, like, and trust. I'll go to the grocery store in my town and people will come up to me like, oh, hey, Carly, I follow you. And I'm like, I have no idea who you are. And this is weird. But the truth is they've been watching me on social media. And you guys have to understand, it feels like I'm like, that person has never commented. I didn't know they lived in my town. They've never liked anything. They've never messaged me, but they've been following me for years. You guys, people are watching. And the more value you put into their lives, just like Colleen, she's the primary example, which is why we need to highlight this girl. But the more that you do that, the more that you're going to be able to grow a network. And, we all want to be able to make a post and have people just show up, right? That's how it happens, right? People think they can make this post where they look all cute in their, Instagram picture. That's not what does it, you guys. It's the value you've added into their lives that gets people like, hey, you don't know me, but I've been watching you. Kristen Lopez was one of those, right? She's one of my best leaders. She's amazing. And she was like, I have been watching you. I've been following your story. And now she's one of my bestest friends in the world. And we work together. And it's just so cool, you guys, how social media works. So I just want to put that out there. I think it's so huge. Did you have one more thing you wanted to add, Colleen? Perfect.
No, I really don't, but I kind of do. I'm on vacation with my family. Is it really, really rude that I talk and they'll leave and say goodbye to all of you?
Nope. Family first. Go see your family. We love you.
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
That. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you guys, I wonder if she's still on here. Brittany, I sent you a message, girl. I don't know if you're, I look big, you can say no, but she's got a really cool story. You can shake your head if you don't want to share, but I would love for you to share a little bit of your health journey and maybe even your pivot back to what you're doing here at Bravenly, if you want to. Just like a brief, 1 or 2 minute version, but are you cool with that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm putting you on the spot, but
oh my gosh, I didn't even know that you noticed me. Okay. Well, I'm a little shy, but I will speak. So I think I've been with Bravenly for, I'm sorry, guys. I'd say almost 5 months, 4 months, I think. Anyway, I have lupus.
When you go out.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
yeah, I had to mute someone. We're good now.
Okay. So you guys, I have a lupus and Sjogren syndrome and rheumatoid arthritis. I'm 26. Former business owner. I've owned 2 dog grooming salons. I opened those salons up at 20 years old. I'm an ex bodybuilder. And then I got, diagnosed with a lot of health problems, and everything went downhill. So, to keep it short and simple with that portion, I have not worked or groomed dogs in almost 12 months. So, anyway, the last treatment that I took was Humira. I don't know if any of you guys know what that is. I tried Humira. I had a bad reaction to it. That was the last medication that my rheumatologist was willing to give me. We've tried everything, biologics, all kinds of medications. And I had a bad reaction to it. It almost put me in the hospital. My mother called him and he said to her, "You are going to have to find her a functional medicine doctor, a naturopathic doctor, holistic doctor. Like, she cannot take medication." So 1 week later, I came across somebody's post and they were unboxing their Bravenly products and it said naturopathic. And I was like, what? So I'd never heard of Bravenly before. And so I quickly got into the testimonial group, and my husband was scrolling through it and he was reading more than I was, because I've tried so many different products from so many different companies, just trying stuff, not actually like affiliated with them. And it was just junk. It did not work. I was wasting my money, just so many letdowns. And yes, but God, yeah, that's the reason that I'm here. So anyway, my husband saw a post of a woman who had lupus, and he was like, "Brittany, you need to try these products." And I said, no. I said, "I'm not trying anything else. I'll just keep taking my probiotics and just keep winging it." And he ordered I think at the time it was called the Breakthrough Bundle. So it was like Gold, Balance, and Burn. You guys, my BMI went from a 28 to a 26.4 in 2 weeks. And that is not a lie. So much inflammation is lost, like amazing. And that happened. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have not been able to lose weight or inflammation in a year. And I was amazed. So I took the products. I quickly became an ambassador. I took them for a month. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump into this and share these products because people need to know about them. Not a lot of people in my state know about them. I live in Alabama. And I was like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm jumping in. I don't have that much experience. I'm still learning, you guys. I still need help. But I'm not going to give up. So anyway, so I am a Bravenly babe. I support these products. They are 110% legit. And Carly, to sum it up, yes, this is the portion where it kind of gets crazy. I got influenced by somebody else who left Bravenly, and I don't know if I'm allowed. I guess not. I shouldn't say the companies or anything, right? Okay. So I got influenced, and I didn't, close my account with Bravenly, but I did kind of drift off, and I started taking other products just to kind of test the waters. And I was going to actually message you today, Carly, and tell you about what happened. But anyway, I took these products for about 2 weeks, and another product as well. And I thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side. I was totally like, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like, I was not convinced, but just misled and led on. And then, I had made 4 sales within 2 days, and looked in my account because we got paid every Friday, and I had, $0 and still have $0. I returned all of that product. I canceled my account, but I say all of that to say that the grass is not greener on the other side. And that right there confirmed that I am where I need to be, and that these products are they're amazing. Like they're unmatched. I am actually right now in a very big flare up with my lupus. I am in pain from head to toe from those products because I did not pay attention to what was in them. And I'm sure that there's other ingredients that were in them that were not listed. And anyway, I say all this to say that that was awful. And, I even started sharing the products on my page. And thank God that, my customers stayed with Bravenly. And, I did message all of them and I kept it short and simple and just said, explained a short little story or whatever. But it's just amazing, like how good our products really are, because I'm not in this for the money at all. Like I don't have to do this. I choose to do it because I really do want to help people. I want to help everybody, but I want to help people like myself that are struggling with autoimmune diseases or chronic pain or mental health or whatever it may be, because I don't care what anyone says. Everybody's going through something, whether it's physical or mental. Life is not perfect, but these products help me get through the day. And sometimes that's what somebody needs. They just need one thing to help them. And if I can help them with one thing, like I've accomplished what I've wanted to accomplish. I've always told my husband that, dog grooming may not be my calling. Network marketing may not be my calling forever, but helping people is definitely my calling, and I know it for sure. So that's pretty much my story. I could go on and on forever, but you guys, I love these products. I don't know anyone. I want to get to know a bunch of you guys. I see some faces on here and I follow some of you on Facebook. I love everybody. I think you guys are amazing and the community is amazing and how close knit everybody is. Oh my gosh. Like it's unmatched, and that's all I can say. I'm just super happy to be a part of it. I'm happy. I may not be up high. I'm still new, but you know what? I don't care. I'm going to keep pushing on, and hopefully I'll get better and learn some more as I go. But I look up to all of you guys, and I'm just super excited. I love it here. So
Brittany, thank you so much for sharing. And for somebody that was put on the spot, you spoke so eloquently to Fostered. We appreciate you sharing your story and being so real. But you guys, there's a few things on that. First off, these products are making an incredible transformation. I know Gold is her superpower product here. It just loves it. But, also you guys, I love what she said about, she did get influenced. She made a pivot. She followed a shiny object. Has anyone ever done that? Because I know I have. Right. And I think it's such a cool story, because I know we were chatting and she's like, can I come back? I'm like, oh my gosh, of course. Like, we've been saving a spot at our table for you, right? We have an open door. And so I just love that, because, it's one of those things where you guys, we have such a beautiful community and a family. And, sometimes you'll find that people will be like, ooh, what's that? Or somebody will convince them, for a season, even that something is better out there. And I'm not against other companies, right? Bravenly will not be everybody's fit, and that's okay. But I also know that there's times when people, maybe they leave and they are like, oh, it was actually really darn good over there. And I'm going to tell you right now, in my search, when I was looking for companies, I chose Bravenly for a reason. And with 10 years of experience behind me, I chose it because I knew it was going to pay really well. I knew the products were going to be really effective, and I knew the culture was going to be everything it needed to be. So when Brittany, pivoted back, I wasn't surprised, and I was really excited to have her back, because this girl is dynamite. 26 years old, sister, and you are light years ahead of where I was at 26 in the network marketing world. And I just have to say, you've got big things ahead of you, my friend. So we're excited to have you. We're excited to have you back. Welcome back. So
thank you.
All right. So you guys, who else? If you guys want to share, you can either raise your hand. I see Kristen. Yes, I'd love to hear from you.
Hey guys. Okay, so a couple things. Thank you so much, Brittany, for sharing. I really love that. I'm going to touch on a couple things. I know Carly said, and I heard her say, like, I followed her for a very long time, and I wasn't in Carly's inbox. I wasn't really even. She probably didn't know I existed because actually, you guys, I was in her inbox one time with a creepy like spammy skincare message and she was very kind to me. But you know, it's things like that. And I was talking to one of my girls, Jessica, on here. She wasn't on my list. She wasn't on my list. And she is a powerhouse, her and her team in Texas, but she wasn't on my list. But guess what? What she saw is me doing the videos every day, doing my lives. She saw a couple promotions that was like that I got. And then she's like, what are you doing? I want to do it. Like, I'm like, do you want to talk about it? She's like, no, I just want to do it. You know, and what she has built here has also brought me to another thing. Stacy Joe on here. So Stacy, you guys never done network marketing ever. I'm going to put Stacy's age out there too, because she just posted about it. She's 58 years old. That woman shows up every day. Her and Colleen are powerhouses. Every single day, she's out there doing lives. She's talking to people. She has not a minimum of 3,000 club every single month. And she just hit executive director last month. So she's doing amazing things, but it also brings me back to give me a little bit of like a kick in the butt, because I may, hopefully I don't sound rude when I say this, but I'm going to be 40 this year. And I think that maybe I grew up in a time social media was a little more prevalent. And so we care too much about what other people think and how we're going to present ourselves. But then you guys, what I'm reminded every day is people showing up as their authentic selves. Shelly's or Stacy's going to tell you, and Colleen's going to tell you, because Colleen already got on and told you, I don't have the secret sauce. I don't have something special that I'm doing that you're not doing, except for I'm showing up every day and I want to help people. And this is doing such a good thing for my body that I'm going to just share it with everybody. So she doesn't think twice about what she's doing. She just goes out there and does it. She doesn't care, because even if 17 people don't care what she's saying, at least one person took value out of it and she helped them. And so that also reminds me that I just need to show up authentically. I don't need to mold myself to be someone else. I just need to show up, because guess what? When I did that, that's when I attracted the most people who want to do this business with you, who see the value. But also that's when all my customers see that I'm being authentic and they're not being sold to. People are not for that. There's so many things out there. And I think that it's going to show, because there is a couple more people who keep coming back to Bravenly because maybe they were deterred or they had a little bit of the shiny ball syndrome, that they're like, hey, I see this over here. And guess what? People can talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk. So their actions never backed up what they were saying. And that's what people are finding out. But guess what? Bravenly, you guys, is that really good spouse, that person that you always come back to, that comfort that you come back to, that home you come back to. You kiss a lot of frogs, but then you have that one person and you're settling in to that perfect marriage. There's going to be ebbs and flows, but still, like, I just want us all to remember that. And I wanted to shout out Stacy. And just as soon as Colleen got off, I was just like, and wow, like it just blew my mind. And to know that what they're doing is they're just showing up and they're just being themselves and they're not overthinking things. So take yourself out of it. But thank you guys so much. And congratulations, Stacy.
Man, I love that. That's a great analogy, Kristen, what you said about, it's like the marriage versus the people you date. And there was a company, I always say this company that I was at for just a hot second. And I don't usually mention it when I share my story. And I'm like, oh, there was that one. That's like the bad boyfriend you don't want to admit you dated. Brittany, you know what I'm talking about, because we've both been there, sister. Anyway, so I love that. And two things. I'm going to share something real quick, and then Stacy, Joe, I would love for you to just pop on for a minute and maybe give a takeaway or two. I know we made you share last time, but you're crushing it. So just like your biggest takeaway, your biggest tip for us. But for some reason I had insomnia last night. You guys, this is nuts. But I'm like sitting there in bed and I was like, I'm going to get on TikTok. I don't have time to scroll. I just don't. So I'm like, I'm going to hang out on TikTok. So I came across this TikTok or whatever, and it was this woman. And you ever like started to watch something and you're like, oh gosh, this is gonna be a train wreck. I better look away now, but I can't. that's kind of what this was. But it was I think it was said 56 or 57-year-old single mom is one of the top like most coveted people on OnlyFans. Okay. So obviously right there, you're thinking, Carly, why are you going to keep watching this? But yeah, I was drawn in. I was like, wait, what? And at first, what I thought was going to be something that I was like, okay, going to take me down a yucky road. Not advocating OnlyFans, you guys. I'm just saying this is the story. But she was a normal person. She had a mom. But you see Kristen because she's like, I got to listen to this. She pops back in. But here's the cool story behind that, though. She was not perfect. She was not young. She had a mom bod. She was, approaching 60. Yet she was still considered incredibly desirable and beautiful. And she looked like her age, you guys. This wasn't somebody who looked like she was 22 and was, 50. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is because what I think it was Kristen was saying, we get so caught up on what are people thinking about us. And oh man, are we too old? Or we don't have this perfect body? Can we share health and wellness? We don't have this, we don't have that. It's not perfect, good enough. But the truth is that people are attracted to real. People are attracted to real. And who you are as you are right now is more than enough. You don't need to change a darn thing because people will gravitate you just for who you are. And again, not an OnlyFans. I'm not a fan of OnlyFans, right? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying though is I think it speaks a huge message to us is that, you know what? People found her beautiful, attractive. They were drawn to her because of who she was. And she was not perfect, guys. And I want you guys to remember that. So Stacy, do you want to go ahead and pop on and, give us your number one best tip for how you're making it happen, girl?
Well, people want to know that you're not perfect too. I am the least perfect person there is, and other people suffer too with things, and I just want them to know that they're not alone, and there are answers, and God has brought this to me, and so I just want to help other people, and that's it. I don't know. That's all I know. I just get out there, and the more responses I got were when I put my fat self on there with my belly hanging out, and because it's because we're imperfect, but we all want to feel better, and this is working, and you have to tell somebody, because if you don't, you're doing our friends and our loved ones a disservice. So that's all I know.
I love that, Stacy. Thank you for sharing. And it is about getting out there and getting real and being relatable, right? Really proud of you. So I just saw Courtney just popped off, and she just launched, you guys. Like, if you know her, go celebrate her launch. So she just jumped into Bravenly. We're super proud of her. Does anyone else have anything that they want to share?
I got a couple things. I'm really tired though, guys. I've been on vacation since June 23rd, and I've been in Hawaii and like Florida, and basically for almost 2 weeks I've been on vacation, but I've still tried to show up in my business a little bit, make sure I show up in my team chat. And so I know, but I'm really, guys, I'm exhausted. But anyways, like last month was my biggest month. It was like massive. And I was gone for 2 weeks out of the month. Okay. So like I was gone. My team did 26,000 more in volume when I was gone for 2 weeks than the month prior. So like I just want to share that with you guys. Like, and plus, look, here's the deal. It's not the work that I did last month. It's the work that I did the months prior. So the reason I bring this up, if you guys have goals that you want to hit in July, August, September, October, let's say you're only director right now and you want to get to vice president. Realistically, do you think you're going to get to vice president in the next 2 weeks or next? I mean, it could happen. You could hit it in the next 2 weeks or next month or the month after, but it's what you do the months prior. All right, so I worked my tail off in April and May, and I didn't feel like it showed up in my paycheck the way that I wanted it to. But here's the deal. If we show up every day and do a little bit each day, like it will show up and we will hit our goals. And so I have bigger goals this month. Okay. I just got on vacation. Now I know that I took a break. So if I don't like pick it back up, my business is going to slow down. But I know the ebbs and flows of the business. Another thing I did on vacation is I did at least do my power hour. I was posting, I was like reaching out to people. So I just want to share that, guys. There's tons of massive momentum going on in Bravenly, but do you want to catch the wave or not? If you do, you got to work. Like this isn't, they're going to throw out promotions. They throw out promotions the first 5 days of the month. We had a new product last month. There could be one in the next couple of months, who knows? But we got to put in the work. So guys, show up to go up. But Bravenly is giving us a bunch of carrots right now. And if you guys like do the work and let your leaders help you, there's no telling where you guys are going to go. So I just want to throw that in there. Also, guys, if you're not a part of the Dash to Director group and you're new to Bravenly, or let's say you fell back from director, or even if you want to go for executive director, I still recommend you get in the Dash to Director group and do those daily tasks every day to get yourself, that'll get whatever rank I feel like that you want to go for. If you'll plug into Dash to Director and get your new people to plug in there, you're going to do really good. One thing also I wanted to share about Colleen before she got off. Guys, Colleen was a long ways away from executive director. Like even when she was director, she said she was like 10 days in. She's like, I want to get to executive director by the end of the month. And she only had like 1,800 in volume, but we made her believe in herself. And then she did. And then she worked super hard every day. And I remember when she was a couple thousand away with a day left and she still hit it. So look, if you guys want to get your goals, you have to see it and you have to believe it. And then whenever you don't believe it, now she did have a pity party on the 16th of last month, but you know what me and her leaders, Siobhan and Lisa, did? We put her on a Zoom and we made her believe in herself. So it goes both ways. She believed and then she kind of had doubts, and then we came in and we put that belief in her, and then she just took off. So I'm telling you guys, if you have a goal, you won't hit it unless you believe it. And if you're falling back on your belief, then call your leader. We poured into, she probably didn't need to get poured into too much, but we did, and then she hit it. So you have to believe. One other thing I wanted to say, guys, this month probably and could maybe pass last month. And I know last month was massive, and I'm just telling you guys that right now to be ready. And if you're not in massive action right now, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're not introducing people to your leaders, adding people to the group, giving your customers good customer service, this may not be your biggest month. But I'm telling you, Bravenly is awesome, and they always have tricks up their sleeve. And if you're in massive action, sharing the good word about Bravenly, just like that was just said, we should, by Stacy, I think it's Stacy Joe, that's whatever. Yeah, Stacy Joe said we should be telling this to everybody. If we're not, it's a huge service. I'm just letting you know, the next 2 weeks, you should be sharing Bravenly with 10 times the amount of people you've been sharing it with. Okay, if whatever you think you've been doing is good, you need to 10x that right now. Because big, humongous, gigantic things are coming. You guys need to get your boat in the water. Exciting times are here. And I just want, before I get off, I want to shout out a couple people on my team real quick. And I'll turn it back over to Carly. So I had 3 new senior directors last month. They're not on this call, I don't think, but Donna Krieger, Kim Shingler, and Chelsea Winkler. If you guys know who they are, they're not on the call. Congratulate them. Like, they worked their butts off last night and hit senior director. That's a huge accomplishment. Candy Gustafsson hit from Canada, hit director. She's one of only a few directors in Canada. Huge accomplishment. Let's see. And then I had some executive brand partners, Kim Lacoste, Jennifer Kerr, Jamie Strombeski, and Christy Schrader. Congratulations. And then we had, let's see, Angela Campbell hit the 3K club, Siobhan Brown, and then obviously Colleen hit the 7K club. Many other shout outs, but congratulations to my team. And anyways, back to you, Carly.
I love that, Glenn. You're such an awesome leader, and I love how much that you care and you pour into your people and encourage them and lift them up. And one thing I love about Glenn is he is always there to pour fire where somebody's just has that little tiny spark of belief, he will be right there and he's like, I've got you, let's do this. And so Glenn, you're an incredible leader and we're honored to have you here. So even though you're tired from a vacation, and I don't feel bad for you. I'm like, I've been on 2 vacations, I'm exhausted, but that'll be me, you guys. I'm getting ready to go on a few vacations myself. So I'll be on the other side of that here soon. Anyway, you guys, really, really proud of this team. I'm really, really proud of what we're doing. Glenn had said that, this could be our biggest month. You guys, it really can be. Just get ready. I was on a Zoom with Ricky today and a prospect, and he was talking about how, he's like, look at like this calm ocean, right? And you just like, and then like, it looks so smooth, but the reality is as momentum starts to hit, you start to see those waves and you start to see, I don't know why you compare it to a storm, but it made sense to me when he was saying it, right? It was one of those things where it's like, we're starting to see the motion happen, right? And we want to get our boat in the water. We want to ride the waves. We want to take this where it's going to go. And just trust me when I say this is, this has got the makings to surpass last month. I'm very excited about that. And one more thing, I have people will come to me and they're like, I don't know why my business isn't growing. I don't know why things aren't moving ahead. And I will say, show me your last conversations. Let me help you. And do you want to know what they can never provide me? Conversations. Are you in conversations? I'm not going to ask you that, guys. I promise. Don't be like, crap, she's going to ask this. I'm not going to, but pretend I am. Pretend that I am and that you're going to have to show me your convos. Not going to happen, but pretend. And then think about that. Am I having these convos that shows I'm working my business? Because I promise you, if you are, you won't have to be like, Carly, why isn't my business growing? Because it will be. Now, it might not be overnight. It's about planting the seeds. I know somebody was talking about that analogy. It's like, are you planting the seeds? It was Glenn. What you do now might not pay off for 90 days, but it will pay off. I've had people come in and they'll work really hard for a month. They're like, it's not working. They'll check out. And then all of a sudden I see that they're hitting clubs and they'd already left. And I'm thinking, it's because you planted these seeds and then you bailed before your harvest came, sister. Don't be that girl. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, well, I'd love to shout you out, but you're gone. So you want to go ahead and you want to plant the seeds and you want to take care of them. And I promise you, you're having those conversations, you're making the posts, you're doing the content, you're adding value. You're going to see big things happen. Like I can guarantee that. We can't make promises in this business of what you're going to do. It's all based on your activity. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you do those things, you will see growth. You will. So anyway, you guys, unless anyone has anything else, I'll go ahead and end this so we can get back to our families. I'm so honored that you guys spent some time with us on a summer night on a Thursday. So, all right, you guys. Well, I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being on. And we will see you in 2 weeks on Thursday. Take care.